Hey guys, welcome to another lesson of pre-market preparation when we cover the most important elements you need in order to trade properly every single day trading stocks in the US market. So we already covered a few of the main topics: analyzing the market, we talked about scanners and finding the right asset to trade, the right stock. And today we're going to talk about how to analyze the one that we chose between those thousands of stocks that have been trading in the US market. So let's dive right to it. Like always guys, please make sure you subscribe and like this channel and video so we can continue to grow our community and give back and help you guys improve on your trading. So give me 6 hours to chop down a tree and I will spend the first 4 sharpening up the axe. Every lesson that I did regarding the pre-market preparation, I start with this one since it's the most important one. Give yourself enough time, enough space to actually analyze and prepare yourself to the trading day. The results will be much better than if you will come and just try to catch up the next trade. So today we are going to cover the part of analysis on the same stock that you found that actually fits the right criteria that we covered in the previous lesson. Obviously, if you didn't watch the first 3 lessons, make sure you go ahead and watch them and then return to this lesson. Okay, so one of the stocks that I found today is CRWD. As you can see on the 5-minute chart pre-market session, it's gapping up from about 215 all the way to 228. So this is a nice momentum gap to the upside. And in order to understand if this is the right one for me to trade, I know that the stock have volume and this is a great momentum gap up, and also there is a news catalyst that back it up. So I need right now to go and analyze the chart and then see where exactly do I want to enter, or basically start to be more active in trading CRWD. So what I'm doing first is going to the 1 hour chart, and I gotta say this is what I'm doing for my trading. It doesn't mean necessarily that it actually will fit perfectly to your style. Maybe you would prefer to go to the weekly chart or the daily or a 4 hour or even 15 minute. So you will play along with it and find your own niche and the right way to analyze. But I'm showing you or giving you the tools that I'm using. You can take it from there and actually craft your own. So I'm going to the 1H, and the first thing that I need to do, or what I'm doing, is basically putting resistance and support levels around the area that it's supposed to open. We got 14 minutes to the opening bell, and right now it's 228, about that, 228. So something around this area. So obviously if I'm looking to see the resistance level, it should be around here. And what I usually do, and this is something that, again, this is what I'm doing, doesn't mean that you have to do that. I usually look at the place where, in order to put my resistance or support level, I usually look at the place where everything connect together. I'm going to the open or the close of the highest candle. So basically the open of the red candle or the close of the green candle. And from that point, I'm looking basically to draw the line and see if it's connect to other places. As you can see, we got this tail here, this one right here, the same, the high of the day right here, and the tail that crossed it. I know some traders that obviously just marking the highest of all, but this is what I'm doing, just taking, trying to find some average between those close and high prices. So the level that I would look for is 231.60. maybe if it will break through that level, you can see this resistance as well around the 235 area, and the close of the gap. There's a gap here, but this is actually a little bit too pushing it a little bit too high. But if we will break those levels, then I will know that I can go long if we will break through the level and retest it as support, for example. And if the price will drop from that 22.8, then one of the levels that I will watch will be this one right here, 225.30, and the other one should be here, 221. So those are the levels that I'm marking, and basically as soon as I have those, the range, I know how to react when I'm reaching a resistance level or a support level, and I can play with it. So first thing, resistance and support level, like I've mentioned, I'm doing the 1H chart, but play with it and feel free to change it, depends on your trading style, I guess. So the second thing that I'll do, I'll go to the pre-market with the 1 minute chart, because I usually trade 1 minute chart, especially at the opening bell, the first 10-15 minutes. And I want to create some scenario that I can work with. For example, let's say, and actually drawing it on the chart, so let's say the price will go up to this level, the 231.6, then I know I can try to short this level. Now obviously, like always, I won't get into a trade just because there's a resistance level. I need at least 3 more parameters that will confirm my entry. So for example, if the price will reach that level and the market is dropping down, or I'll see a deviation with the MACD indicator, and other stuff that I will find along the way. But definitely this is a nice level that I can remember or mark to try to find a short position there. Obviously the other side, if we will continue to the downside, maybe we will find a support in this area that we marked, and from that point take long. And if we will continue, for example, to the other side and break this level and retest it, I know that we can go short all the way to the next resistance level, and this is a lot of movement to the downside. So it should be, I don't know, about 3 times my stop loss. So this could be a great trade. Also, the same applies to this level. So if we will break through this level and retest it, this could be a great opportunity to take long all the way up to the next resistance level. So those are the scenarios that I'm marking and preparing myself to. You can add, and I will usually add 200 EMA also on a 1 minute chart, and I will try to see if it holding as resistance or support. Let me add that for a second. So you can see how the moving average is moving higher, obviously 200 EMA, and it might help us later on. Let's say the price will drop and retest it, and the EMA will go higher and basically cross it. It might will react as resistance, and from that point will help us to decide one more parameter that will help us to decide that the price should continue down, and other stuff like that. So 200 EMA is a great tool to work with. Let's take, we still got a few minutes, so let's take another stock that I'm watching and try to analyze it as well. VRU. So this one is not a great one to watch every day, but as you can see on the last, basically yesterday, made a crazy move from $4 all the way to 14, and right now trading at the same area around the 14. So I'm taking lots of volume, and the momentum move to the upside from yesterday definitely will give us enough room to play with today as well. So what I'm doing is trying to find support and resistance. In this case, this is a great case to study, because in this case, as you can see, this is the high of at least the last few months. Okay, the last high, the highest of all is the 24, but it was a while back, at like a year back, a little bit more than 1 year. So the next main resistance should be around the 1560. So we can mark that. But since we don't have anything besides that, what I'll do is just move to a little bit lower time frame, for example the 15-minute chart, and try to see if yesterday we had some support and resistance levels. For example, this one at 1373, exactly where we are right now at pre-market, and obviously around the 11 yesterday pullback. So those are the levels that I can mark. But let's go to the 1-minute chart and try to analyze it, maybe understand what types of trade you want to take here. Because yesterday it made a crazy move to the upside, pulled back, then moved higher again. But as you can see, throughout from let's say 12ish p.m. Eastern time, right up until now, we are actually doing a sideways move, so nothing really to write home about. We can mark this channel, or at least this trend line coming from the bottom right here, from the lows, looking pretty good. Let's see if it's can go through. Yeah, definitely a nice channel to work with. So this is something that you can also look for, some patterns that the stock is creating between yesterday to the pre and aftermarket, or the aftermarket and the pre-market. Other than that, the level of the 1376, it's not really helping us, because we broke through it, held it as support, broke through it, held it as support, and you know, a lot of zigzag is going on this level. So this is why I can't really rely on this level. So I won't actually react and take a trade with this level. But what I can expect is few things. One is breaking the channel that we marked, retesting it, and from that point taking a short, probably all the way down to 1150, or even a little bit more to the 1115. The other option is breaking through this small resistance level, retesting it, and from that point going all the way up. It does make sense, since the level that we have is 1560, and this is also the eye of the channel, so definitely could work. I would prefer to short those type of stocks, especially after this crazy momentum move to the upside. We're talking about 150 or about 150% up. Most of the cases when a stock go like this, it always, most of the cases, dropping down, and from that point maybe they will pick it up again at the 11 area. But yeah, most of the time, at least for the beginning of the day, it will drop, and from that point we can short it as well. So that's it. I hope you guys like this video and understand just a little bit more how to prepare yourself to the trading day, and I will see you on the next lesson. Make sure like, subscribe, share it. Take care. Bye.